You know,
and help folk that either one don't think they can get help, or two that don't want help sometimes. Which is your policy of taking all cases.
That's right.
Including everybody.
Because even if I can't help you in this particular business, I deal with relationships of people that I connect with. So even if maybe we don't have any money to be able to do some services for your loved one, but maybe it's because you need to reconnect yourself with an educational piece. And then I could turn you on to some people I know that's in the educational field, but you might need a job. I could turn you on to a job training piece.
Or some insurance. I'll come collect your premium.
Or some insurance piece, or just being I think a church connection.
Just care.
Maybe a church connection.
All the whole way.
Maybe you need God in your life. And a lot of times we always ignore it. But the Bible says, when you hear my voice, harden not your heart. Harden not your heart. Don't be so hard and got so much pride about yourself that you can't say I'm sorry. That you can't say I need help. The first thing of addiction is admitting that you need help.
Making that confession.
Make that confession. Because one good thing about those addictive services and those meetings that they have at night, and what's the most powerful piece is the testimonial piece. To release and dump that baggage.
Kind of like those final tributes for people that have passed on.
Oh yeah, to be able to dump that baggage off and let it go.
Yeah. So action step 9, forgive your neighbor.
Forgive your neighbor, and 10, let go and let God. Let go and let God. Once you pray on it, then it's out of your hands and let the Lord work on it. It's out of your hands. Pray on it and let it go. You got to be ready to let it go. But we hold on to stuff. Hold on to it until it's way too long. And that's the number one killer too. Stress.
Yeah.
We stressed out.
We see it daily.
Putting our love in all the wrong places.
Heart attacks, strokes.
Come on, man. Life way too short. I deal with we deal with a lot of older people in the community and things of that nature, and a lot of them really love their grandkids and stuff like that, and this, that, and other, But at some point, you have to let folks grow up. You have to let them fend for themselves. And that's why a lot of our young people, cannot function in life. It's because we study holding on.
They've never been given the opportunity. Is that what you're saying?
Never been given an opportunity to get out there and get it for yourself. One of my historians, Mr. Percy, he said it used to be a song back in the day that used to say that I don't give me a hand out, give me a hand up.
I love Mr. Percy. He's such a knowledgeable guy. We don't always get along, but he's Roy Williams and that crew.
Yeah, man, and I love my old timers, and I love old sayings because it was teaching us things.
Yeah, Mr. Percy, that kind of rings when you were talking about the school experience, and it's just so touching when he talks about Champaign High School, which is now Champaign Central, back in the 60s, and then even when there were segregated schools in Champaign in the 50s, just the love that his teachers had for him, and just how good that made him feel, and how that made him have a dream and know that he could achieve that dream, and that's what that reminded me of with the education you talked about.
Stace, one thing that I do really get it from Mr. Percy is the amount of being proud.
Right. Yeah. You said you couldn't say any better than that. That proudness.
That proudness.
Stick your chest out.
Yeah. And I hate weak people.
A strong handshake.
Strong handshake, man. Look somebody in the eye. Look somebody in the eye and be for sure about yourself. When you go into these places and you're looking for an opportunity, dress for success.
And get there early. What'd you say about the military?
Man,
you did more before 12?
We do no more before 9 than some people do all day. And they one line. When they say that on the commercials, they are not lying. You do more before 9 o'clock than most people do all day. And I take that same aspect. I'm not gonna do it for the military, not do it for me. We take me and my brotherhood. We take that same aspect into life. We did it for the military. Now it's time to do it for being a servant to, first of all, God. Second of all, is community and ourselves and our families. You know, we put that same work in. Get up early in the morning. You can't go looking for no job at no 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. People ready to go home.
And make sure you get to the whip to get a fresh cut.
Get a cut.
If you're on your way to a job interview or, you know, a college interview, he'll cut you for free because image is everything. First impression, get there when they open, or like you say before.
Yeah, and you know what?
Waiting on.
You know what? It made me think of something. It made me think of something. Stacy, one of the brothers, was telling me at his job. He seen a young brother come in there, and he wanted to get a job. And when he came out the back, and he seen the young brother, he said he was sagged down in a chair like this here, waiting on the interview.
Right.
You know, he sagged down like this here with a do-rag on his head, pants hanging low down here. Come on, man. You wasting these people time.
You're watching LeBron James and Lil Wayne too much, don't you?
Exactly. And you can't differentiate the two.
Yeah.
You know, you bring that same
fiction and reality.
You bring that same spirit to the job. You know, and when you get on the job, in order to be a good leader, you have to be a good follower.
And you have to be able to get along with people at the job.
Exactly. Because if you got a bad attitude, nobody wants to work. I'm not finna spend the next, if I'm close to retirement, and I got another 10 years left, and I'm the guy that's hiring, I'm not finna spend 10 years around a clown.
A knucklehead.
You know, I'm not going to, and so that's why you don't get the job. Sometimes it's not the fact that you ain't qualified, you just ain't got a good attitude.
Right.
You know, you got a bad air about yourself.
And that can be contagious to any business or organization or family.
It can destroy it. It can destroy it, and nobody's trying to build something, and then you come destroy it.
My mom calls that a straw castle.
Yeah.
Nobody wants a straw castle.
No. You know, I mean, you know, and things like stories like the Three Little Pigs. You know, I mean, the Three Little Pigs, that taught a lot. You know, it don't have to be something so big and glitz and glamour and glitterish for you to get something out of it. The story of the Three Little Pigs teach you a lot. You know, build it on a strong foundation. You know, anchor yourself. And when you start something out, you know, I always like it. Even when I started this business, you know, and when we started the other business, you know, let somebody lay some hands on it. Pray on it. You know, anything that I go when I try to get, I try to get some prayer on it. You know, anytime we start dealing with a family, I try to pray on it. Anytime I bring somebody to be around some of these people, we sit down and we do a prayer. Anytime I get ready to speak, I try to get some prayer in it. Let the words of my mouth and meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. Oh Lord, my strength and my redeemer.
I think we gotta close it with that. I don't think you can beat that one, Williams.
You know, I love
all that glitters is not gold. Let the truth be told.
You know, I love doing this here, and I love talking to you guys, and hopefully you love me back. And
it's on the website www.williamsmemorialservices.com, YouTube, Facebook. Sean's got 2,500 friends. So appreciate your time.
Until next time.